Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. The original idea was to have Space GAR give the aliens the finger, except he doesn't have hands, which kind of complicated that. So he shoots them with lasers, which is like a virtual, more destructive finger. Welcome to Classic Game Room for sequel week in between God of War 2 and Crisis 3. It's the review of Space GAR Dungeon, featuring Classic Game Room's very own Space GAR, who's flying around in space right now, defending the Intergalactic Space Arcade from evil and aliens and injustice. And he also mixes up some great cocktails, even though he doesn't have hands. It just couldn't be sequel week without one of the sequels to Space GAR. It's Space GAR Dungeon, technically the third game in the miraculous Space GAR series of games from Classic Game Room. That's right, I'm reviewing my own game. Self-serving, you goddamn right it is, but it's also an awesome game. So while I directed this, I have to give credit to the Classic Game Room video game design department for putting together this entertaining old-school styled classic, Space GAR Dungeon, based on the events in the Lord Carnage comic book. So here's this story. After the cosmic death brick attacks Earth, it kidnaps Space GAR and teleports him into the eternal black hole dungeon of eternity, where he's attacked by increasingly difficult waves of enemies trying to destroy him, but the black hole dungeon eats laser light unless his shots bounce off the cyber walls, which is the only way to blow up enemies and score big points in Space GAR Dungeon. And you just thought it was silly. Oh no! We're fighting to save Earth, people. We're fighting for the future. The comic can be enjoyed at classicgameroom.com/Lord Carnage, spelled with a K or he'll destroy you. And Space GAR Dungeon is played off of classicgameroom.com as well. Now, I think this is a fun game, and obviously I'm biased, but it's a neat twist on the classic aliens invading from the top of the screen formula. Obviously, you can't shoot straight at them because the eternal black hole dungeon of eternity will eat your lasers, so the shots must be bounced off the cyber walls, which adds a new and exciting element to the classic traditional arcade style. You can rotate Space GAR up and down to change the angle of your shots. You can only fire while moving, like Berserk, and Space GAR can only have two lasers on screen at the same time, because that's scientifically accurate. I'm pleased with this game, so once again, good job, Classic Game Room video game design department. You can also enjoy the original Space GAR and Madam Space GAR. All of these games are free on our website. You're scored for the enemies that you destroy, as well as additional bonus points for accuracy and the time that it takes to clear them off the screen. It's Space GAR Dungeon, a sequel to Space GAR and one of many Space GAR games in development. So go read the comic and play some Space GAR games at classicgameroom.com. Try to get the highest score on the universal leaderboards. Don't disappoint, Lord Carnage. Space GAR must win.